All right, so this is the model that we had. So we notice that we don't have infecteds into our catch rate, which is fine. We have exposed into our return rate, and we have catch rate connected to everything. This is about what it should look like. I'm going to try to stop these about every 7 minutes, just so that they're not too long to download. So now we want to parameterize this, and we do that by hitting our equations button. And the birth rate, since it's a really small one, it's just a constant. It's going to be 0, and the min is going to be 0, and the max is going to be 0. I will do 0.1 with an increment of 0.001. This creates a slider, and then OK. You notice that it's no longer black. So we'll click birth, and the birth is just birth rate times susceptibles, and OK. And notice that goes away. Susceptibles, we're going to start with, let's say you live in a town of 3,500 people, and that's birth plus return minus exposure. And we're going to say OK. And that finishes off that one. The exposure rate, that's going to be between 1 and 20, and the increment's going to be 1, so each infected person can run into somewhere between 1 and 20. We're going to start that off with 3, and we're going to say OK. We're already sort of social distancing. With that, exposure is infected times susceptibles times exposure rate, and OK. Needed a times in there. All right. And so our return here is 1 minus the catch rate times the exposed. So you either got it or you went back to being susceptible. And when we click on exposed, initial value is 0 because nobody's initially exposed. And OK. And then our catch rate is going to be, let's say, 0.002, very small. Minimum of 0, max of 0.3 with an increment of 0.0001. Make it smaller than that value, and then our catch is the catch rate times the exposed. And we start off with 0. Oh, let's start off with 3 infected, because otherwise, yeah. And then immunity is just a recovery rate, and I don't have infected into there, so that's a modest problem, right? So it would just recover to rate. So I need to take my arrow out of infected, come back into immunity, and then go back here, and you see it turns black again to let me know that I added something there and I didn't have what I needed. And then so it's the recovery rate times the infected, and we're OK there. And then removed, we just have to stick a 0 in there. And the recovery rate per day is 1/14 0.1, 0.08, and I think we're good. I'm going to save this thing, and I think we're ready to run it, but we'll pause here.